On November 21st of 2021, Darrell E. Brooks Jr. drove a sports utility vehicle through an annual Christmas parade in Waukesha, Wisconsin. 6 people lost their lives that day, and more than 76 were injured. Brooks ended up pleading not guilty on all counts. He represented himself in trial, and many of you know how all that went. The trial began on October 3rd of 2022. We've highlighted a lot of the trial on this channel if you'd like to watch it. The jury did find him guilty on all 76 charges, and on November 16th, he was sentenced to 6 consecutive life sentences without the possibility of parole, plus an additional 763 years and 3 months to be served consecutively. In short, he will never see the light of day outside of a cell again. The following series is a 4-part video of his interviews from when he was taken into custody after the parade. And with that, let's get to it.
That message is loud and clear to us. We
Has
understand that.
any of the things you've had happen with her affected your ability to get work, or is it mostly the COVID and everything else?
Well, like I said, the sheet metal job, I got laid off. So that wasn't due to anything I did, obviously. It was just kind of like, I wasn't the only one that got let go.
With that question, I'm just trying to understand you better, not knowing you, Darrell.
Yeah.
And not being black myself, and
Yeah.
not knowing what your life is like. I'm just trying to get better understanding you, because you got her to deal with, you got 2 other kids, I'm sure that's not easy. You got the justice system to deal with. I mean, do you ever feel like fucking white guys, like say me or him, and you've treated us great.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, it's a little easier for them to get through?
I would think.
I mean, does that make you feel, you've treated us with complete respect, but as a black man, is it kind of some of all that does it make you feel in any way mad at white people, resentment towards white people, just because of what you went through, or no?
Definitely
You don't
not
feel
at
anything
all.
like
Not
and
at
that's
all,
good.
man.
Because a lot of people do, so good for
I
you.
wasn't
but that's
raised
not.
to be my mama always told me it ain't the skin color. It's, as humans, we always say don't judge, but it's kind of hard to not have an opinion about something.
Yeah.
But my mama she always taught us this. Like I said, my dad got 11 kids, never took care of any of us. My mama only had 2, and my sister's dead and gone. And she always stressed to us, it's not, you judge people by their character, how they carry themselves, not by their skin tone, not from their social standing. Some people are born into money, some people aren't. You can't help that. You can't help the family you're born. You can't choose your parents, choose your family. You can't do that. But she always told us that's not how we act. We don't discriminate against people because of their skin. We don't down talk people. We don't do that shit. My mama would have my ass.
Oh, sounds like a good person.
Man, my mama would have my ass if she found out that I was doing some racial shit or some bullshit like that. My mama's not gonna have it. And even right now, to this day, I'm almost 40 years old, and if my mama tell me something, I'm like, yes, ma'am, because she don't play. She mean business when she's serious. And that's why I said, if you talk to my mom, she will tell you everything. The girl is a sweetheart until she gets that bottle.
So yesterday you were telling me a story about caught like I don't know if it was your first felony or caught felony about some weed, right?
Well, that was the last time I had been in trouble.
Right, that was like early
Like
2010s. You had like a
like
round or what do you call it?
A half a blunt.
And then you said you got hooked up with like roach or something like that.
Yeah, for roaches.
You got dicked over that
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
Okay. Same question again. We're treating each other with respect in this room. I know that's not always the case with every cop that you ever run into.
One's last night. Boom!
Do you get upset at law enforcement at all?
I mean,
over that stuff?
I'm not one of those people that just is like, oh, fuck police. Oh, fuck them. Oh, they're all dicks. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not that. I mean, that's unrealistic. And I'm would like to consider myself to be a pretty understanding type of person, to not think everybody's an asshole.
You don't paint with a broad brush.
No, I don't do
You
that.
realize that sometimes you might have a bad cop and sometimes you might have a decent guy.
Absolutely.
That's
I don't,
reasonable.
I'm too old to think like that. You know what I'm
Sure,
saying?
sure.
That's just
Well, with all
foolishness.
yeah,
Like,
with
you
all
know
the
what I
stuff,
mean?
all the stuff going on, you know, in the news.
And I
last
definitely
year.
wasn't raised like that.
Right.
You know, I had my first girlfriend was a white girl.
Mm-hmm.
No, I just wasn't, you know, my mom she didn't raise us like that. You treat everybody the way you want to be treated, regardless of skin color and regardless of social status or however they want to say. Nah, we human beings, that's what it is. You know, somebody disrespect you, then that's something else. But as far as how I was raised that way. Like, we don't do that.
Mom sounds like a really good person.
Don't do that. And that's why I'm saying she didn't.
Has
Man.
Erica, does she ever just make you, I can tell she's a very, she can get you frustrated.
I'm so tired of going through this over just.
She ever cause you to lose control?
No.
Has it ever gotten physical between the two of you, ever?
No, the only time it's ever got physical with me and her, my mom was standing right there, was when she would not leave because she was drunk. And my mom had to come outside to tell her, just go. Then she listened.
And where
It
was
didn't
that?
this was in my mom's backyard. I didn't hit her, I didn't choke her, I didn't push her. She acted like she was gonna hit me with her alcohol bottle. She didn't swing it all the way at me, but she like rose it up at me like this, and I grabbed her arm and I was like, Mom, you know what I'm saying? And then my mama came out and was like, whoa, you gotta go. I'm gonna kill this motherfucker. He cheating on me. I'm gonna kill this motherfucker. And my mama was like, just go. I know she wasn't, you know what I mean? I knew she was just drunk. Like, that's why I said, I know. I'm not trying to, when she is not drinking, she's a sweetheart. So I'm not gonna demonize her and make it seem like, you know, she's just some scum chick of the earth, because she's not. It's just the drinking.
How long ago did that happen, what you just told us about?
This happened in like August, September.
All right. And your mom stopped it? So
Yeah,
she saw
I
it.
called my mom because I didn't know
Saw
what. Yeah, she saw. Hell yeah, she saw it.
All right. So, in regards to what happened out here with her yesterday, part of the reason I'll be straight with you that we asked some of the things we asked Darrell is because part of what we got to do is fact check too, you know. So, I know you're telling her, you mean she's crazy, she's off the wall, like I say.
It's just when she drinks. It's just when she drinks.
When she drinks.
I just wanted to be fair. I'm not saying she's just some
I didn't see her.
mental basket case. She does, when she's drunk, her words is she blacks out, so she doesn't remember. I don't know if that's true, but I know she does a 180. If you talk to her sober, sweetheart. Crack jokes, laugh, smiling, bubbly, personality. It's hard not to like her.
Yeah, we got the picture on that. Yeah.
Yep.
Drunk,
Yep, gotcha.
I've even, my daughter, her family and all that, we've even recorded her drunk and played it back for her the next day and said, this is how you act. And she'd be like, I said all this, I did. This is how you act when you're drunk. Now do you see why people don't want to be, now you see why your family is just like basically saying, okay, we're.
And I've seen this before. I've seen this. You're not the only guy, you know, with somebody that acts like this. So I totally understand where you're coming from. Message received.
So on that note, Darrell, you know, we still don't, for us, we don't totally know at this point. Usually a lot of times there's one story and there's the other story. A lot of times, I'll be honest, the truth is somewhere in the middle. And that's not necessarily saying you're a liar, she's a liar, all the people we talk to are liars. There's always perception. All right? And that's why, you know, we'll kind of fact check. It's like, all right, is it what this person told me is true? It's like, all right, it doesn't necessarily seem totally, but I could see how they perceive this or that. Or, you know, we fact check with someone and say, okay, yeah, this is how that happened. That's why I'm asking you some of these questions. What's your buddy's name? What's your buddy's phone number?
I know for a fact,
like
though,
that,
if she would have, knowing her, if I did something to her, she would have called you guys immediately, especially drunk. especially with her being drunk, she would have let it be known. I'm finna get you. She would have told me. Off top, she would have told me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I'm kind of confused, like.
And she didn't tell you that she was gonna call cops after yesterday?
What reason would she, like, that's the whole thing. I'm thinking, like, you can't, so,
Not saying
I'm
she
cheating
had a
on you,
reason,
or
we're asking
you
if
think
she
I'm,
said she would.
yeah, well, she always, every time she's drunk, she says she's gonna get me in trouble. That's like one of her main themes is when she tries to low blow me. She'll take it to, I'm not gonna let you see your daughter. It's usually, oh, I'll get you locked up. I'll get you touched. I'll make you won't never see your daughter fucking
Did
with me.
she say that yesterday when you got that up?
Yes.
She did say
Yes.
that too. What specifically? Like, you
She
gave a lot of
said-
examples there, but what
You
specifically
ain't-
did she say yesterday?
So you out here and you ain't hanging out with me, or you ain't. I'm gonna get you locked up, and I'm not giving you your money.
Said, I'm gonna get you locked up.
Yes.
Said that yesterday.
Yes.
Okay.
Because the money is the reason why I even agreed to meet her.
Sure. $350 is worth coming out and getting.
So, what's your buddy's name? Can we get that? If we gotta talk to him to verify you're on the up and up and she's on some BS?
His name is Marcus.
What's his last name?
I don't know his last name.
What his phone number?
467. Oh, it would help if I had my freaking phone somewhere. 467. 85 31 or 30 or something like that.
414?
Yes, sir.
And he lives in Milwaukee?
Yes, sir.
And you guys came out here together?
Yes.
Okay, so he is.
Well, like I said, Stephanie was. She's a older mixed lady, so she's not. You know, she.
Who do you know in Waukesha other than her?
I know a guy named Terrion. I
Where
met.
does Terry on live?
I don't know where he lives now. I've been knowing him for maybe 5-6 years. I just know he stays in Waukesha. He comes down to Milwaukee a lot, and then he comes back up here. I don't.
How old is he?
Like 34, 35.
34. Where did?
Maybe.
Give me.
I know.
how many times
I know a
have you
lot
been
of.
to
I
his
know a
house?
lot of females.
Well, how many times have you been to Tyrion's house?
Once in like 2018.
Do you remember?
It was like an apartment. It wasn't a house though.
apartment.
Yeah.
Do you remember what was near it?
I think it was like right on the main street.
What's the main street? There's a lot of
Like-
streets. Like is
whatever-
it near,
whatever
is it near
street-
downtown?
What would be considered downtown?
Where all the bars and restaurants and
It-
It's like a
shops are.
business district. Is Stephanie's
I would-
place near downtown? Is there no bunch of bars and a business district
I didn't-
right near there?
The only thing I can remember is a gas station, like a TD Quarter gas station. I think this street is like a one-way. Whatever street is right here is like a one-way, and it's a gas station like right here.
Remember what kind of gas station? With the Mobile Speedway, Quick Trip, Hometown.
Not a Quick Trip, not a Speedway, like the blue and white one.
Blue and white. Any schools or parks nearby your house? Something like that? Anything you remember like that? Trails?
I know that park. I know that park is by old girl's house.
By whose house? Stephanie's?
Yeah.
Park. What? describe
I
the
don't
park.
I don't know the name of the park, but it has like a little creek or some. It was something going on out there yesterday to where a lot of shit was blocked off.
Okay.
I don't like I said, I don't know about Waukesha. I don't know, but it seemed like everybody was at that park, kind of walking around that creek,
Like a playground type park or like a
like a park. It seemed like a little creek or something. Well, I don't know if you would say a creek. What would that be? But
River?
Would that be a river? Does Waukesha have a river? Well, I know it's just a small body of water. It's like, how would I describe it?
But there were barricades blocking some shit off near there?
No, it looked like in that area.
In that area?
In that area, it looked like a bunch of shit was like blocked. You couldn't go down certain streets or some shit. I don't know, but that park is close to the old girl's house where, that's why I said, look, when our friend was like, you know, your baby mama trying to get in touch with you. And I'm like, yeah, what's up? What's she telling you? What's going on? And she was just like, well, she said she got some money for you. And I was like, why would she tell somebody else? That's what I started thinking at first. Like, that's like, why would you tell? Because she'll tell me the same thing. Don't tell people our business. So then when she put us in, when she merged us in, you out here, you out here, you out here. I'm like, man, yeah, but I'm like, what's up? Like, you got, yeah, okay, cool. You gonna fit? No, not staying out here like that. I'm watching the game and I'm gone.
So she tell you where to meet, or you tell her where to meet?
She told me where to meet. Okay. I said, it's a gas station right here. Mm-hmm. And she was like, is it a park right there? I'm like, I don't know. Is it a park right here? They like, yeah, there's a park right down here, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, just meet me over there. I'll get the money from you, give you a hug, give you a kiss, and, you know, I'll call you later or whatever. It wasn't supposed to be us hanging out, spending time together. It wasn't that. It wasn't supposed to be that. She got mad because I didn't want to do that. That's why I kind of figured, but like I said, I didn't see her drink. I'm not going to sit here and say I saw her drink. I'm not going to lie on her. I didn't. But when she started acting like, yeah, you finna, that's when I kind of was like, she probably been drinking. She probably haven't just stopped drinking, but you was drinking sometime today. I know you was drinking sometime today. I didn't tell her that. I said, yeah, because she's acting too, you know what I mean? Oh, you just think you finna get the money and leave, and you must got some bitch waiting on you, and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, see, this is why. This is why I just should have just watched the game and left, dude. Like,
all right, so
the fuck, man.
So you came out. How did you get out here again?
My friend.
What type of car does he drive?
Oh, man. It's like a Kia type of car. I don't know if it's a Kia, but it's a small four-door car like that, in that type of model.
Okay. What color is it?
Like tan.
And was it just the two of you that rolled out together? Did anyone roll out from Milwaukee with you?
No, it was just us two.
Two of us?
He said there probably was going to be some chicks over there. You know, like I said, the Stephanie girl is an older woman. She, you know, likes to party, drink, you know, watch the game. She cooks.
Sure.
Cool, fuck it, let's watch the game. Shit, I was only going to probably go to my mom's house and watch the game there, and my mom has to go to work. So I was just going to be sitting there like this. Fuck it, might as well go, you know what I'm saying?
Did he offer to drive?
And at the same time,
sorry.
Cool, I can get the money from, you know, that she been holding for me.
Yeah. Did he offer to drive? Do you have your own car? Did he offer to
drive? No, I don't.
How did you guys come?
I don't own a vehicle.
Don't own a vehicle?
Nope.
Do you have any car you can drive at all?
No. I have license.
So you have a license?
I do have license, but no vehicle.
Don't ever use your niece's, nephew's, mom's car or anything like that?
My nephew doesn't have a vehicle. My niece is 14.
Mm-hmm.
What about your mom?
No, my mom doesn't even know how to drive.
She doesn't have a car, doesn't know how to drive?
She doesn't know how to drive.
Does
she never learned.
Okay. Does she have a car that she lets you use at all?
No.
Does she have a car at all? Maybe not that she lets you use.
No.
Does she have a car in her name at all?
I think she did at one point.
Does she right now?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say no because I don't know. I honestly don't know. Me and my mom we was kind of having family issues for a while, so we didn't talk for a while. Issues that didn't have nothing to do with this. It was between me and her. So we started back talking when I was in Georgia. So whatever she had going on when I was on the West Coast, coming back to Milwaukee, I don't know. But I can tell you this. My mom is 60-some years old. She's never drove. She doesn't know how to drive. She doesn't even have a license. she catches the bus to work, which I don't like her doing because Milwaukee.
Sure.
She has to go. She works at Freighter, so she has to go. The way her bus route goes, she has to go way up to like 92nd. Then somewhere she told me they don't even have a bus depot thing.
Mhm.
So it's getting cold as shit, and it's dark out there, and she's just standing out there. And I was just like, damn, I don't want. So I'm like, you probably gonna have to change your route to catch the bus from downtown Milwaukee on Wisconsin Street, downtown Milwaukee, and then go up because I don't like her.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't like her doing that.
So you just argued a little bit, and then you're saying you walked away yesterday.
Yeah, I just told her. I told her I'm not finna freaking. It was people out there. They would tell you I did not put my hands on this woman. I did not push this woman. I did not choke this woman.
People
I did not kick this woman. I did not grab this woman. I did not do anything to this woman.
People out there, as in like just regular old civilians.
Just regular
or, like,
civilians. Just
People
regular.
that know you.
Regular civilians.
Did you meet her by yourself?
I met her by myself.
No one from the house went with you?
No one. And there was people walking up and down the street. Like I said, it was people out because it was daytime. So it wasn't like we was just in some secluded area where it was just me and her.
Mm-hmm.
It was people out there, and
But anybody that knows you or knows
nobody
her?
that knows me.
Mhm.
Nobody that knows me. I don't know if it was anybody around that knows her, but I know people were walking up and down the street. People were walking around that park.
Sure.
It was like, basically, we were out in public. Like, if we was out in public, if something would have happened, people would, yo, what the hell? Like, where was we going to go to not be seen?
All right, so I might have missed this. You touched on it. You were at the gas station or the park? I know the park's nearby. You met her at the
No,
gas
I'm saying
station?
the
or
gas
park?
station. No, I met her at the park. The gas
Park.
station was by the area that we were in. The gas station is by that park.
Yeah, I'm just clarifying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which car were you in when you met her at the...
I didn't meet her in the car. I
Oh.
walked right over there.
You walked.
I walked right over there to the park, and she was standing, like, right wherever this entrance to this park is. Like I said, it was people everywhere. So
Yeah.
anybody would see us standing out there. She was standing right there waiting for me. I walked up, gave her a hug, and she was just like, well, my friend has my purse, so I don't have the money and all this. I'm like, so you had me come way out here?
Like a power play or something?
That's basically was like, yeah.
Okay.
You know, you basically, you see how fast you caught on to that, and I was just like, you had me come way out here. You know, I ain't even supposed to be around you like that. You had me come way out here to meet you, for you to try to play and shit like this. I said, no, man, I'm gone.
Yeah. So
I'm out.
It was daylight when you met up with her. Was it still daylight pretty much when you walked away from her?
Yeah, it was daylight the whole. This was broad daylight. That's what I'm saying. Like, people outside, everything going on, people walking around the park. I'm like, anybody would have saw us talking. Anybody would have saw if anything happened.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody would have saw if I did something to her, she did something to me, if I ran from the scene, if I did this, anybody would have seen it.
Do you know how she got out here to meet you out here? She didn't say?
She's apparently been staying out here.
Okay. So were you...
This is what she told our mutual friend. I don't know if that's true.
All right.
I haven't talked to her and haven't seen her in like almost a month.
That's fine.
So I don't know.
You said you don't know where your phone is. We're talking your cell phone, right?
Yeah.
You're not sure. Did you leave it? Do you keep that with you? Is that your phone that you have with you all the time? Because you seem, I don't know where it is. I don't have it. You seem confused. It's missing. Is that something? you
Yeah.
take with
Well. Yeah.
you? Like if you go somewhere, do you take your phone?
Absolutely. My mom just got me that phone. It's my first ever iPhone.
Okay.
I don't know if she was using it first kind of thing, but she was just like, I got a surprise for you. No, I never had an iPhone.
Hopefully we'll find it for you. And that's the number with the 610, if I had to call you after today, the 610, whatever.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. That's why I was asking him. I said, man, when I told them, I said, look, yo, I'm reaching for my ID. That's why I said, how can y'all not find my flip-flops or my phone?
Mhm.
I had on some Green Bay Packer flip-flops because it was game day.
Okay. Were you out here at all Saturday?
No.
Did you come You never came into Waukesha Saturday?
Not at all, sir.
Okay. Is there any reason she would tell us anything different?
No. Why
No.
would she? She know I wasn't out
Okay.
here.
Women are crazy, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think this woman is that crazy to just. I mean, she will lie. She's shown that, but then she, like I said, she'll just be like, I was mad. I was drunk. I was mad, and sometimes it's just I was drunk, and I'll be like, but do you know you can't? Because now you making it hard for my family because now they looking at it like we don't want you around her.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I'm gonna be honest with you, dude, I've been back and forth with this woman for 16 years. That's kind of hard to just be like, I'm just gonna completely just act like you don't exist. You got a child. Like
I hear you.
I'm tied to this woman. We shared so many
Families.
moments that.
Family's important.
Yeah, I just don't want her to. Don't come around me if you're drinking. That's it. We would never have any issues. Never. Unless she drinks.
So after you talked to her, Darrell, where did you go? Do you have they found you. It was cold yesterday. You didn't have a jacket. Did you have a jacket with you?
I didn't initially have a jacket because, like I said, I was riding with somebody else. So I figured.
But you didn't bring one in anticipation of the cold?
I didn't because I figured I'm going from the house right to wherever we're going. So it wasn't like I'm finna hang out with y'all all night type of deal. We was just supposed to be watching the game, having a few cold ones, and then I was getting dropped back off home.
So what happened, Darrell, where you ended up, so I know you say you're not familiar with the area. So
At all.
I'll lay this out for you.
At
So
all.
follow me for a minute. You say you're kind of near this park. I got an idea in my head of where you're talking, based on my knowledge of the city. It's right near Stephanie's where you're hanging around watching the game and Marcus is there. You came out here with your phone, because you take it with you. How did you end up at this guy's house? Now, you said when you walked away from Erica, did she go the other way?
I don't.
You walked away.
From what I remember, she just stood there.
Okay,
She was just standing there like.
Right.
Well,
So
whatever.
you walked away and it was over.
It was over.
It was over. How did you end up at a guy's house asking to use his phone, which is blocks away from Stephanie's? Okay, I can tell you that based on my knowledge of the city, based on approximately where you're telling me it is, without your phone in your shoes. You understand where that's kind of weird? How did you get to be over there? What happened?
Yeah, but what basically happened with that was when I got back over there by old girl house, I just said, because I don't really know Stephanie like that. It's my friend's friend or partner or whatever the case may be. They was getting into it about pretty much the same thing that I was getting into it with Erica about. I was just like,
Hey,
him,
who's him?
Marcus,
Okay.
him, her, and whoever else, Stephanie.
Was there anyone else there other than?
Yeah, at her house, yeah.
Okay.
A few girls that I didn't know, but they had already said it was gonna be people over there.
Okay.
So
All right. So
I was pissed because I feel like I just met up with her, with my baby's mama. I just met up with her for absolutely nothing. You tell me, okay, you out here in Waukesha, I'm out here, let's meet up, I got your money, and then I walk over there and you don't have the money. Or you do or you don't, you just ain't gonna give it to me, however the case may be. So I'm just like, okay, whatever.
well, hold on.
So when I
know
get
that
back-
got you pissed, but
When I get back over there, I'm pissed.
okay.
They was getting into it, and he like, man, come on, bro, we just finna go. And I'm like, what the fuck going on? Like, I just got into it with it. Now y'all into it. He like, man, this bitch tripping, whatever, let's go. I'm like, nah. No. I'm like, I'm out, dog. And I just started
Marcus
walking.
wanted to leave.
He wanted to leave, but I don't know what the fuck he was on.
What do you mean, what he was on?
He probably didn't even get into it with old girl, but he out there like, man, let's just go, bro.
How long have you known Marcus?
I know Marcus for years.
Okay. I'm going to be straight with you, because you've been asking me for that all along. That doesn't make sense. And listen to me, okay? Just listen to me. You go to this house. You leave. That wind was cold as hell.
Not at first.
Well, by the time it was getting later in the day, I mean, after the Packer game, you're talking 3:30, 4 o'clock, it was getting cold. I was outside for a while.
Yeah, it was about like
So,
3:30, yeah.
by the time you're talking, it was getting cold. All right? Marcus is ready to leave, because this bitch is being crazy. He's like, I'm out. You just went through the same experience from what you're telling us. You live in Milwaukee.
I don't know what
Hold on,
exactly
hold on,
happened with
hold
him,
on.
though.
I mean, I told you to let me lay it out. I know you don't know exactly what happened. But who are you going to trust more? Marcus, who you've known for years, or Stephanie? Why would you walk away, walk all the way down to where you did, leave your phone in the apartment, apparently,
No, I didn't.
along with
leave
your
it. I
sandals,
didn't leave it. I didn't leave it.
and go down to where you were and not take the ride back to Milwaukee? You follow what I'm saying?
Right.
Can you understand?
I
Not
don't know.
trying to-
I don't know if he
why that
left and
doesn't
went
make
back to
sense to me.
Milwaukee though. I don't know if he did that.
But how are you going to get back if you don't get in the car?
I called an Uber. That's what I did.
So what happened? How did you get all the way to where you went? Because there's all these businesses in between where you were and where you got to. How did you end up at a random house without your shoes and your phone, Darrell?
This is what I'm saying. I had my flip-flops on. I had them.
Okay?
I just said that.
Where did they go?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if when they slammed me down, they just never. I don't know. I've knocked on 2 doors, not just the one.
So you had your flip-flops.
I had my Green Bay
to that
Packer
point.
flip-flops on. Yes.
Green Bay Packer. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I wasn't just walking around with no shoes. That didn't happen until after the fact. That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
So I guess another question I would have for you is if you had your phone too, correct?
yeah,
Okay, you didn't leave it at the apartment.
no.
Does that make sense?
That's why I was telling you it should have been on the grass. Remember, I described the phone to you. I said it's black. It has a cracked screen.
Yep. Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Why are you asking other people to use their phones? Why is that guy letting
My
you-
phone was dead.
Okay. When did it die?
I have no idea.
Okay.
And I didn't have a charger.
But you used it for the three-way call.
And I used his phone for the 3-way call.
Okay.
Like I said, we got a mutual friend named Michelle. Me and Erica do. I've known Michelle just as long as I've known Erica. She was the one that was telling me what's going on with you and your baby mama. Y'all not talking because she trying to get in touch with you. I said, yeah, I know she probably trying to get in touch with me. Well, I'm finna merge y'all. That's how I end up talking to her and telling her I'll walk over and meet you to get the money or whatever, give you a hug, give you a kiss, whatever. I had my flip-flops on then. I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't just, because the ways he was making it seem like I was just running around with no shoes to begin with.
Right.
It's like, no.
I mean, it was pretty cold. You didn't have a jacket or a sweatshirt?
Well, I didn't have a jacket to begin with.
Okay.
I didn't have a jacket to begin with, but I'm saying my shoes, I had flip-flops.
But you had a jacket before? Or
I
after?
never had a jacket.
Okay.
I had flip-flops.
Alright.
Green Bay Packer
Flip-flops,
flip-flops.
no jacket.
Right, because I didn't feel like I was going to be, like, I'm not going to be outside. Well, I'm thinking I'm not going to be outside. If I'm just going from a car to a house, it's no reason for me to have a coat on, or at least that's how I'm thinking. I always do that. That's just like if I had a car and I know I'm finna go somewhere and I'm like, I'm just going from here to there. Well, it's no reason for me to just get all bundled up and do all this and that. It's no reason for
Were
me.
there still a bunch of people out when you left? When you left her
It
house?
was still daytime.
Okay,
It
you
was
said there were a
still
bunch of
daytime.
people when you were talking to Erica. There were still a bunch of people when you left Stephanie's.
When I was no, I wasn't talking.
When you left Stephanie's,
It was still daytime.
it was still daytime?
Yes.
Okay. Were there still a lot of people out?
It was
Kinda
still
like there
it was
were?
still people out.
Okay.
It was still people out. Not a lot in that area. By the park, it was a lot of people out.
Okay.
Like I said, it looked like something was, I don't know what the hell. But it was a lot of people out, and it was, like I said, it was people, it was older couples walking down the street, it was younger people walking down the street,
It
people
looked
just,
like an event or something was going on?
I don't know, but it kind of seemed like it was a lot, like it was something going on to where it was vibrant, because there was a lot of people everywhere.
Walking
everywhere,
up and down the street.
everywhere, just people. That's why I'm saying, like, if I got into a fight with her right there, it would be
Somebody would've-
impossible for somebody to not be like, hey, this guy's fighting this chick or whatever the case may be. Like, how could somebody not see something?
How long was it between leaving Stephanie's and those cops yelling at you at the door of that guy's house?
Was it dark when they yelled at you?
Yeah, by the time they came, it was dark.
Okay.
But we had been sitting out there. We had been sitting out there for a minute, me and the guy. We was sitting right there on the porch. We was just sitting there.
Define how long,
Uh,
estimate.
maybe 20, 30 minutes, maybe.
Okay.
It wasn't long, but it was long enough for, like, 'cause like I said, he let me use his phone. We sat on the porch. We were sitting right there, just like this, just sitting on the porch. While I called me an Uber. I called the Uber. I said, look, man, I let him know. I said, look, I ain't trying to rob you or nothing like that. Because when I knocked on the door, he kind of was like, whoa. I'm like, look, I don't got no weapons. I'm not trying to break in your house. I'm not trying to rob you. Nothing like that, dog. I just need to call an Uber. That's it. I'm not, he was just like, okay. I come out. Boom. I need an Uber to, what's your address? He told me the address. And we was just sitting there waiting. That's how I was going to get back home. I told him, I said, I got the money on my card. I'm not asking you for no money. I just need to use your phone. That's it. That was it. That was all. And then from there, we sat on the porch and just shot the shit out.
I'm saying, you told me last night he was cool with that. Like, he wasn't,
Yeah,
he wasn't being weird. He was just like, oh yeah, I'll help you out.
Yep, we just sat there on the porch.
All right.
And he did ask me, he said, do you need a jacket? I said, no, I'm straight. Like, I'll be home as soon as the Uber come. I know it's probably going to cost me probably like $40 to get from me. I'm guessing. I don't know, but probably. But I had enough on my card to where I knew I can get home. And that was the main thing. I'm like, I'm just going home. She can keep the money or whatever. I didn't even try to contact her further. I just was like, I'm gone. I'm calling this Uber and I'm going home. That's it.
Let me ask you this, Darrell. So you weren't out in Waukesha Saturday, just Sunday.
Yes, sir.
Right? Okay. Nothing physical yesterday. Like I told you, you're a part in the investigation. There's a lot of parts, right, to any investigation. There's people we talk. Well, this domestic abuse thing I'm telling you about, right? Okay.
So wait.
Hold on. Let me go.
I'm sorry. I just had a question, but
you talked about being a religious man, right?
I could do better.
God.
I could definitely do better.
We all could.
I'm not.
We all could.
No,
That's why.
Yesterday was a mistake. I should have just freaking watched the game and just fucking went home.
Right.
Because.
And that's the thing. What do they teach us in Christianity, Darrell? That they teach us that we're broken, right? We're sinners. Even when we're born sinners. We're broken. That's why
Psalm 51,
we're so
17.
thankful for God's grace and forgiveness, right? When we ask for it. Even though we don't deserve it. But when we ask for it, He gives it. All right? You're a father. You got 3 children. 18, 14, and 7?
Yes, sir.
All right? You got a mama that raised you well. And a God you believe in.
Absolutely.
All right? And all of them are, here's the thing they'll all want, is to tell that you're telling the absolute whole truth and nothing but the truth, right?
Absolutely.
So help you God, right?
Absolutely.
Sound familiar? We've all heard that, right? And I just have concerns if I fact check that Darrell's not telling me the truth. You don't have a car, so Marcus had to bring you out. You don't own a car, your mom doesn't own a car, right? So Marcus had to bring you out. So why did we find you with a car key in your pocket?
It wasn't in my pocket. I don't even know where they said that was laying on the ground.
That's yours.
Yeah. It should have been by my ID.
Yeah, it's yours. It's your car key, okay? Because it goes to a Ford Escape in your mom's name recovered in Waukesha. Okay. Listen, Darrell. I'm trying to be as open and honest with you as I can be. You know, I'm Christian too, and believe me, I'm not perfect. And neither are you. And I'm not calling you a terrible man. I'm not saying you were out yesterday hunting, and just let me finish. But you did not walk to that house. You did not walk to that house. You did not come here in a tan Kia. You didn't.
And who?
You did not come out here in a tan Kia. Okay? You've got a key in your pocket to a car in your mom's name. Okay? And that key works for that car. For the love of God, Marcus. For yourself, for your family. You know what happened yesterday. For the people. Tell me what happened.
With what?
With the car.
What am I being
With your
investigated
mom's
for?
car. You were driving goofy. People called in. You drove out of there in your mom's car, the red car. You're driving a little silly, probably because you're pissed. You met up with Erica in the car at the park. Now, initially, I believe you told us the gas station. Do I have that right? And then you changed it to the park. So that's an inconsistency.
No, I said the house was by the gas station. When you said what was by.
You said you went
Landmark.
and it was by a gas station. That's where you met her.
No. I said I met her at the park.
Okay.
At a
Well,
creek.
you met her,
I did say that.
You met her at the park in your mom's car, a red Ford Escape. She got in. You talked. And what you're telling me seems pretty consistent, that there was nothing physical between the two of you.
No, I did. No.
But you met her in the car.
I didn't put my hands on her or nothing.
But
like
you
that.
met her in the car.
What's going on, man?
Asking you a question.
Just be.
You were out there
Just tell
driving
me
kind
what's
of
going
crazy.
on,
Some
man.
people said you were driving kind of crazy. We got reports of it. You got the key. You got the car. Did you take the car, or did your mom give you the car? I know you know what car I'm talking about.
I just want to know. So.
Some people
Now
reported,
listen,
you had all those
okay,
people
no,
out there, and they
no.
reported that
No.
car driving a bit erratic.
I know what you're saying. All I'm saying is this. We all been straight up with each other. You knew it was more to what you was asking me yesterday.
Didn't know
That
for
would
sure.
explain the FBI and all that, right?
They're not here today. So if it's that big a deal, you don't see them here today.
Come on, Kurt. Heck, we been.
You guys met in the car in the park.
We been
Yeah,
cool,
that's all.
man, the whole time. If I did something
Yeah,
wrong,
that's why they were
serious-
here. But do you see them here today? They're not here today.
Yeah, but y'all lied to me, man. You made it seem like they just come for no reason.
Well, here's the thing, Darrell.
And I'm like, what?
And
If it's
listen
is
to
that-
me for a minute.
I apologize.
I can give you a clean slate here.
I apologize.
Because you have lied to us as well. Because you came out here in the red Ford Escape. Okay, that is what you came out here in. You had the key. Alright? So, what I want to do is try to give us all a chance to reset. You understand what I'm saying? Start over. Because you're not giving us accurate story. You didn't ride out with Marcus in a tan car. You said your mom doesn't have a car. I've just told you we've disproven that. Alright? I don't know what kind of woman she is. I don't know what y'all been through. But you were seen in the car driving kind of acting a fool. Okay? In basically the same area that you've already been able to describe to me. I'm just trying to figure out how and why it happened. What made you tear out of there? What made you so mad where you're like, fuck it, and you raced on out of there? And then people call, man, this guy's, he's driving around here kind of fast.
All I want to know, like I said, y'all been cool with me. Am I charged with anything? That's all I want to know. I'll tell you anything you want to know.
Right now,
Listen. I was
you were driving a bit
so,
reckless.
listen,
Might
I
be an
was so,
OWI.
no, listen. No, I don't drink.
Well,
That
is a bit,
You
That
said you
I'm-
had a couple cold ones during the game.
No, yeah, but I'm saying the hard alcohol
Okay.
is not my thing. I was not drunk. When you get the blood back, it's not going to be any alcohol in it.
Okay.
THC, for sure, because I smoke. And if it stays in your system for 30 days, then it's going to be in there. No hard alcohol. I wasn't drunk.
okay.
All I was saying was, it just felt like, let's railroad this dude. Because that's how it felt.
When?
The whole process yesterday. And I know you guys are a little bit different than Milwaukee. I would never, two different departments, two different things. I get it. But Milwaukee would have just been like, look, we want to talk to you about this what you're charged with, this and this and this what you're looking at. Which y'all was kind of like, y'all know, but y'all just not going to say nothing.
There were a lot of things going on yesterday. That's not a lie. A lot of officers were busy on other stuff. So,
And it was not a
they
lie that we
weren't
had to
they
talk
weren't
to
able
Erica.
to find her. They knew you had talked to her, but they weren't. She didn't call it.
All I'm
Someone
saying
else
is,
called
she
it.
didn't say I hit her, did she?
Yesterday, no.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, because I'm like, I did not. So that's, at least y'all know that
Mhm.
that much. I did not put my hands on this woman. At all. Not a choke, not a kick, not a slap, not a punch, not a push, not a grab.
Not yesterday, right.
I did not touch her.
Right. So what had you so mad? Because you had your mom's car, or I don't know if you use it. Who uses it? You got the key in the car. Is it hers? Is it yours that she lets you use? Let's clean that part up. Whose car is it?
It's my mom's car.
Okay. How often do you drive it?
Not very much.
It's the red Ford Escape.
It's all I want to know. Please. Just please. Whatever you can't tell me, I understand. I understand. All I want to know, just so I can have a peace of mind, just for my girls, man. What am I looking at?
Well, the fact you were kind of racing around up and down the street. That's the first part. Right? So, we're not quite there yet. I'm trying to figure out if I've got all my facts right first. So, this wasn't a three-way call. Let's back up to there for a second. How did you come to meet her in the park?
So y'all can't tell me nothing?
Well, you were driving. He told you yesterday they took the blood.
Oh yeah, I know that.
So, I mean,
he was gonna take that
there's
anyway.
no
right?
OWI
The suspicion
there.
of the OWI.
Got some reckless driving.
Reckless driving.
Yeah, because you kind of accelerated out of there. Why did you tear out of the park so fast?
Reckless driving.
Why'd you tear out of the park so fast?
So you don't gotta tase me, dude.
Sorry. Just replace it with my hand. My
No, I'm just saying. I'm not.
That wasn't.
I'm
that
not.
wasn't that.
I'm not trying to do
wasn't-
nothing crazy
No, that
here.
wasn't that. That
No,
wasn't
no, I've been tased before, so when I see that, it's like, whoa, you don't have to do that, man. I already got slammed on my shoulder.
My bad. There was nothing there.
Okay,
That was just me resting my hand.
I'm just saying.
Yep. Nope.
I'm not gonna fight. I'm not gonna try to run. I'm not gonna try to hurt anybody or myself or anything.
That's my bad. There was nothing. There was no message there.
What am I looking at, man? I don't have a problem with telling you everything you need to know. I just want to know what I'm looking at, just for my kids' sake, so I can just at least.
So we're fact collectors. Like I was telling you before, my job isn't to pin something on you that you didn't do. My job is to figure out what happened, what the truth is. And as he was explaining before, there's, one version, somebody else's version. In the case of the domestic stuff, Erica, what she said to the officers. what you're telling us, and sometimes, most of the time, the truth's somewhere in the middle
So
of that.
we're
So our
am I
job is to
being
collect all
charged
that.
with anything?
At this time, you're not being charged with anything. Nothing's up at the DA's office. I haven't written any report. Jay hasn't written any report.
That's what I was saying, because I'm still like, I haven't had a chance to talk to anybody, so I was
I know.
just kind of like, if I did get the opportunity, I'm gonna call, obviously home to see if my
Call
girls
family.
are,
Yeah,
see if
yeah.
my girls are okay.
So,
What am I supposed to tell them? Like, what's going on? I
And
don't
that's-
know
and that's
what
the
I'm
point
facing.
of-
I don't know if I'm even coming home. I don't know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
and that's kind of the point of this interview with you talking to us, so we can get that background, and if there are charges, that they're appropriate. Like we said, Erica, intoxicated, troublemaker, previously recanted about stuff. That's stuff that we're gonna go look into. Milwaukee, you ever had this lady call and say, hey, that was garbage that I said? You told us that she's done that in the past.
She does it every time.
Right.
And that's like I said, you said you talked to her, right? Honestly.
No, I didn't talk to her. We listened to the interview.
You want any more of this to eat?
You looking for food?
That fish sandwich.
That fish
It's in a bigger bag.
Oh,
The little bag you
I
can
just brought them
throw.
both, I didn't know.
Okay.
So like I said, we're just here collecting the
Well,
facts. That's the point of this interview, is to collect facts. Because I don't want to tell you that, you're charged with X, Y, Z if you didn't do X, Y, Z. We got to collect it. It's all fact gathering.
I just feel like y'all know more than what y'all say though, and that's what has me like why should I cooperate when there's no cooperation with me? Nothing I'm saying is gonna help me.
I mean, like, it doesn't make sense to you that we're trying to gather the facts?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't make sense,
Okay.
what you guys are doing. I'm just saying I don't want to get railroaded by people not being honest. That's all I'm saying. And if I don't know what I'm looking at, it's like, what the hell? Like, why should I just sit here and be like, oh, this is everything and blah 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 blah, and then people come back and be like, okay, now so now we're gonna charge you with this and this and this and this and this when y'all knew this from the door.
Well, we don't know that we're going to charge you. That's, again, the fact
And
gathering.
it's like,
we're asking
dude.
the questions about, you know what I mean? That's why we ask the questions, so that we can figure it out. Like I said, our goal isn't to get you in trouble and pin anything and everything on you. Our goal is to find out the truth about what happened. You know a version of events that happened, and we want to hear that from you, so that we understand that
By me
that
not-
version of events.
By me being 100% honest, I'm still gonna get charged with not being honest.
Being obstructing?
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
That's not, that's
You
not
know what I mean?
reasonable.
And it's like, I'm only doing that.
I'm not doing that.
My thing is, I know that I didn't put my hands on this woman. I know, like I said, I love this girl, man. Like, regardless to anything, we gonna end up being together. That's why I don't understand why we go through, like, why people can say something that they know didn't happen and you still get jammed up for it.
Right.
I don't think it's right.
No, and that's why we're asking those questions, so that you don't get
I
jammed
think
up
she
any
should have
further.
just been like, look, man, because I haven't been even talking to her. I haven't been trying to get in contact with her. I haven't been trying to reach out to her. I haven't been doing any of that, but she's been doing it with me.
Mhm.
And the fact that, yeah, you do have some money in mind that you were holding for me. I do need that at this point. But don't make it seem like I'm just the type of guy that just wake up in the morning and just want to beat the hell out of you. Like, I'm not that type of dude.
No, I know.
And you know, and she knows this.
I don't believe that you are. But what the picture that you're painting for me is that yesterday she did that to you. Hey, I got money. I got your
Mhm.
money. You go, she doesn't have your money. You get mad. You do the right thing. You didn't hit her. You didn't succumb to any of those.
At all.
Right.
I
You
did
didn't
not
succumb to
put
any
my
of those
hands on
things
this
that
woman at all. I'm
lesser-
sorry about that.
No problem. You didn't do any of the things that lesser men would do when they get pissed off at their ladies that's dicking them around.
I know how to.
So you got
I
mad.
know how to remove myself.
Right. So you got mad and you removed yourself. But when you removed yourself, you tore out of there in the car in your mom's Escape, and you were driving
Where were
a
you
little
going?
goofy.
Where were you going when you left? When you pulled away in the car?
This is my thing. only thing that I say, I've been through this too many times. I try to be cooperative, straight up with, and then I'll come back and I still have a million charges, and nobody was straight up with me. And it's like, nobody don't have to lie to me. If I'm facing some serious charges, I'm facing some serious charges. If I'm not, I'm not. I just be wanting to know the truth. They don't even have to tell me what the charges are.
Mm-hmm.
Just, hey man, it's kind of bad, or hey man, like, you know, you keep showing us the real. We wipe this off, and you just give me, you know what I mean, and then we go from there. That's different. But every time I go through this, even when I know, I'm like, okay. Like I just went through this with her, and I'm like, I know I didn't do nothing. There's no reason for me not to, you know, talk to the guy or the police guy or whatever, because I know I didn't do anything. I know she's gonna sit up and be like she was just drunk, she was mad, which she did, which I told him she was gonna do. And this guy was just like, oh yeah, well, you know, blah blah blah. Come back and I got 7, 8 charges, and I'm like, what?
So your issue right now with us is you feel like we're not sharing.
I'm getting railroaded.
Okay.
I know I am. No, y'all not telling me what's really going on.
But we're not getting the full truth either.
I know, but
You
and what I was
hold on,
saying
you
was,
didn't give that initially. So when you left, you guys met in the car. You didn't walk there. She got in the car.
If I tell you everything that happened, are y'all gonna be straight up with me about what I'm facing? That's all I want to know.
What
I
you
don't
have
want to
to
know
understand-
anything else. I don't need you guys to tell me, hey man, this is this, that is that, this is this. I just want to know.
So I don't know the entirety
just
right
for the
now.
fact that, like I said, my girls.
Yeah, no, I got you. I don't know the entirety right now. So while I'm here, a couple officers talked to Erica. I'm not the only one working on it, so I don't know everything. I got a report to a boss, so I don't know exactly everything that's going to be yet. And that part's not a lie. I don't know exactly everything that's going to be yet. I'm just trying to figure out to get to that point where I can have a clear idea and call who I need to call to get some of the information to find that all out. I'm trying to get a clear idea of what really happened regarding you and her. And when you drove away, where you were going. Or did you not know? You know what I'm saying? Because right now I don't know everything.
Wow.
Because I'm out here and they're out there. Out in Waukesha.
Right, and I'm like, how long do I gotta sit in this? Where are we at?
Skigo.
How long do I gotta sit in this jail before I can call somebody? Get a phone call, let my daughters know, hey man, I don't know what's going on, but it's good to hear your voice. Are y'all okay?
Yeah, we're trying to get to that point, Darrell, but the question I asked you when you left, where were you going? Did you know or did you not know? Were you just mad and you left? Where were you going when you initially drove off? That's an easy. If you didn't know where the hell you were going, or you didn't have an idea, or you didn't have a particular destination in mind, so be it. And we've been talking a couple hours. You want to sit and eat a minute?
I wish they had some Tylenol. I've been trying to fight this pain, man, since
They might. I don't know.
they show.
I don't know how. Did you ask them?
Yes,
So they don't.
they just said they'll see.
Okay.
We'll see. It hurt worse now than it did yesterday, or last night, rather.
Yeah, it's gonna be sore.
It's definitely sore.
There's no doubt about that.
Oh my God.
Take a break and see if we can round up some Tylenol, let him eat.
Yeah, we can see if we can. How about we see if we want me to see if I can find some?
Yeah, I just wanted to.
Let me see if I can find some.
It's
I
so
can't
many
give you any
things going through my
guarantees.
mind right now. The pain,
You don't know.
I didn't even know she called or
She didn't call.
Or
I
the
think
cops or-
yeah, someone else did. I know you said you lost your phone. or you didn't
Yeah.
know where, or it went dead and now you don't know where it is. If we find it, so we know it's yours, can get it back to you, I know you said it's cracked, but
No, well, the screen is cracked, but it has a, I don't think it went all the way to the
what's
glass.
the code? So we know it's yours and if we can try to return it.
It doesn't have a number code. It has, you have to
Can you draw it?
do it with that.
Can you draw it?
It's dead. It's not even gonna turn on.
Well, yeah, but
We don't wanna
we
give you
can
somebody
charge
else's
it, we don't
phone.
wanna give it to somebody else. Are you, it's like,
It's a 7.
I draw the keypad right there.
It's
Typically, it's 6.
the phone is dead. So
Like I said, we can charge it. I don't want somebody else to say, oh, that's my phone.
Are you able
Now
to
we're
draw
giving
it?
your property to somebody else.
wait a
You know what I
minute. So
mean?
that sounds like y'all got my phone.
If we find it, I didn't say we had it, I said if we find it.
It's a 7.
Alright, so in that direction? Okay. Alright, so this way down? Okay. No, I don't know if they have it now, but if we find it, you don't have it, so it, I would think be in somewhere in the area of that house.
Man, this wow.
So you want us to look for
Yeah.
some Tylenol?
Yeah, it would be good to just kill some of this pain, but I just, like I said, man, I don't want you guys to be like, man, it's just so much going through my head. The
Not
main
here to
thing
call
I'm
you a
thinking
bad guy.
about is my girls, man,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, I just, man, Erica, man, I love that girl, man, and like, there's no reason for her to put me in this type of position because you're mad at me, dude. You know I didn't put my hands on you. You know I did.
Yeah.
Not one thing, like I said, not a slap, not a punch, not a kick, not a push, not a choke, a grab. I didn't snatch her up, or you know what I'm saying? Nothing. I wouldn't even been around you if you didn't say you had my money. I would have never came around her. I would have just let it play out, and then, you know, eventually we're gonna talk. That's smart. We're gonna talk. We're gonna eventually be back around each other. Our only problem is when she drinks. When she drinks, that's when everything goes left. That's the only time me and her ever have issues. The only time. Like, she's not a bad woman, man. It's just that alcohol. It just, I don't know what it does to her. She's been drinking for a long time, and it just makes her. You would be like, I don't even know this person. And then when she's sober again, it's, I'm sorry, I'm this, I'm that. She's crying, she's this, she's that, and it's like, I love you anyway. I just want you to stop drinking. You know, that's it. Just stop drinking, man. You
Get rid of that stuff, right?
man, it could, because we've lost so much, not just me and her. We've both lost so much because of it. You know, it's to the point, like I said, where my mom's kind of like, yeah, I don't know, if she drinking, she can't be, you know what I mean? It shouldn't be like that because we all family.
Yeah. Your mom's a pretty good judge of character and whatnot.
Yeah, and I'm just like, come on, man, like, we gonna be together anyway. So why keep having me go through all this and that when you know I'm trying my hardest to get back on track, man. I'm tired of sitting in places like this, being cuffed, getting my freedom taken from me. I'm tired of it. I'm not a bad dude, man. I don't run around here robbing people and carjacking people and some of this shit. I don't sell drugs. I'm not into none of that shit.
No, no one here said you were.
I know, I'm just saying, you know, I'm not into none of the garbage.
No one here said you were.
It's just I have a freaking problem with my baby mama because me and her love each other and she drinks and we won't stay away from each other. That's my biggest thing right now.
Right.
Is the fact that you can't expect me to just throw 16 years just down the drain and be like, oh, I'm just going to act like she doesn't exist. I'm not going to do that to her. And then that's only gonna hurt my daughter, because my daughter is like, she really pushes for that. I want you guys to work it out. I want you guys to get along more. I want you guys to. And if I'm telling my daughter, oh, I'm not messing with your mama, blah 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 blah, it's gonna hurt her too. And you know, I want to be happy, but I want my girls and my kids to be happy. And I'm saying all my girls, Mom, Erica, my daughters.
Just want what's best for them.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you seem like no one's saying you're a terrible guy here, Darrell. But you know, you don't. I'm just asking for you to make sure you're being straight about everything with Erica, and you know how you got out here. You want us to go? What were you gonna say?
I said, yeah, I know what you. It's just, man, it's just hard. It's just hard going through. It seemed like I just can't catch a break, man. You know, this one of my open cases is almost 2 years old. I've been fighting this, and I've been getting everything back on track. Had my job, lost that from, you know, just being, like I said, I didn't get fired or anything, and I wasn't the only person that got laid off, so it wasn't just a me thing. You know, a lot of people lost their job. Man, it seemed like right when I'm right, I can feel it, like I'm finna turn that corner, everything's gonna line up. Something happened. And it's like, what am I doing to deserve it? I can see if I was, you know, involved with a lot of the shit that goes on in Milwaukee. I can see that.
But you're not.
I'm not. I'm still getting fucked over. You know what I mean? It's like, man, man, dude. All I keep seeing is my baby girl's face. I just keep seeing it's like a replay.
Your 14-year-old or your youngest?
My 7-year-old. Yeah, she's like a daddy's girl. Like I don't even think I can stress it. Like I couldn't even stress it. Like a daddy's girl.
Right.
And it just, man, I'm just, besides physically hurting, I'm just like, my heart is hurting, man, because I keep having to go through stuff like this and being away from her. I'm missing her grow up, man. My mom's getting older. Tomorrow ain't promised. Something can happen to her, and I'm in a situation like this, and I can't even help my family. I can't even help, you know, God forbid if something was to happen to my mom, I can't even help her. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a lot of things that I think about because I'm getting older, and it's like, my mom ain't gonna always be here. You know, my sister died when she was 31. I've been helping raise her kids since. Her son is grown now, but she still got a 14-year-old. That she never even got a chance to see her son walk across the stage. I got a chance to see my son do that. That's a proud moment, like I got my son through high school.
Okay.
Now I'm waiting on the girls, man. It's just like, it's so much for me to look forward to. But it's like, this woman, man, and I love her to death, man. I want her to be my wife, man, but I just wish somebody could tell her that. Like, I wish somebody could really tell her, like, man, this dude loves you, man. Why are you doing this to this guy, man? He literally wants to marry you. 16 years, man, off and on. I'm not gonna go mess with nobody else, man. That's the person that I want to be with, but I'm not gonna continue to be the scapegoat because you want to drink, and when you know I don't, you making it seem like I just beat up on you, like I'm just like you're a punching bag or something. I don't wake up and be like, oh, bitch, I'm gonna hit you. Well, I'm like, what?
Mhm.
It's like almost like I'm demonized here, like.
I'm not saying you're a demon.
No, not you, not y'all saying that, but it's just I feel that way because
We're just
it's.
trying to just.
I know you heard that. Oh my God. Oh, that fucking hurt.
Sure.
I know you heard that.
I heard it. It's in check.
We're gonna go check with them. Maybe they'll listen to us a little bit better. Maybe.
Fuck.
You want us to check?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, give us a minute.
See
what we got.
Dude, it gotta be something wrong, man. How in the hell does it?
Sometimes sprains will pop too.
Yeah, but why is it hurting like this? And they say there's nothing.
Because
Dude,
sprains can actually be more painful than a break.
whatever
See what they got,
whatever
and
they
back
did,
from
it hurt so bad.
You want to keep the food? Why don't you keep the food with you and the soda, and we'll be back in a few minutes.
God. Ah.
Just want to sip on?
Yeah.
I think we got that Tylenol. We'll be right with you.
Why not?
What's going on, man?
We're gonna get you the Tylenol.
Yeah.
Talk some more.
Am I looking at a domestic?
That's what we're trying to figure out with her. Trying to figure out how credible she is. From what you're telling us, it doesn't sound like she's very credible.
Man, and it's just like I said, man. She just does this when she's drunk. She's not a bad person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna sit here and bash her and make it seem like she's not a bad woman. She's not. She's not. She drinks. That's what her issue is. She isn't into any hardcore drugs or anything like that. She doesn't smoke weed. That's me. That bottle.
Yeah.
That bottle.
Everybody's got their own demon.
Yeah, it's that bottle, man, with her. So, I just, man, I'm hurting, man.
I see that.
Like, I'm hurting here, man.
I see that.
I'm hurting here, man. I should be home with my girls, man. I'm trying to work this out with her, not like this where I gotta be locked up and, you know, man, I'm hurt, dude. My mom, I know she's disappointed. I know she is telling me right now, you was just turning the corner, you was getting everything on track, man. Why did you, she gonna say, why did you talk to that girl? That's what my mom is gonna say. Why didn't you just let that girl, why did you talk to that girl? That's gonna be her thing. Why did you talk to that girl? And it's like, Mom, you don't understand, man. 16 years off and on is a long time to just be like, I'm not messing with somebody anymore. You know?
Once you have a kid with somebody, it changes everything.
Well, with my son, Mom, it was different.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with my baby girl's mom, it was different. But with her, it was like we had more history. We spent more time with each other. Like we really was around each other. We really got to know each other. We saw the good, the bad, the ugly of each other. We've been through stuff together. We shared a lot of great moments. So it's like it's just hard to just be like, forget you. It's hard. It's hard to just for me to just throw her away, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do that to her. And it's like I probably know I should at this point because you keep getting me in trouble when you don't. You do things you don't have to do. You didn't have to do this. You didn't.
You forgive her after those incidents, or is it kind of something that's difficult? There's no judgment there, but...
Man, like at this point, I don't know, because it's like I don't even know when I'm ever even going to be able to hug and kiss my girls again.
Mm-hmm.
And all of them. My mom, like I said, she's getting older. She can go today, tomorrow, like, not wishing that, but it can happen. And then where does that leave me? I can't even see my mom get buried, or I can't even see my mom. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? What happens, like, if some crazy person or somebody just decides to shoot up the school one day, and my daughter's in there. So it's so much stuff that I think about at this age, like, that I wasn't thinking about 10 years ago.
Sure.
And stuff like that. Because now I'm getting, dude, I don't have, like, my time is on borrowed time. I'm not the healthiest of people, so my time is even on borrowed time.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, man, don't do this to me, man, when you know it's supposed to be all love, man. Like, you know what my family's about. You know how it's supposed to be all love. Don't do this to me. Not lie. If you're going to do it, if I'm going to get domestic, let it be because I did something.
I agree with you fully.
And if it was that, I would be like, yo, I slapped her. Or, you know, y'all going to do what y'all going to do to me for that? Hey. You know?
Mm-hmm.
We got into it. We fought. But not because you mad. You think it's other females. You think, and then you playing like, you know, that's my money you got. That's not even your money. Like, so was that the bribe? Was that, you know what I mean? That's what it seemed like. Now you just use that to, because she kept saying, I ain't seen you in a month. I want to see you. I want to see you. I want to do this and do that. You know, I'm like, I don't want to do none of the sexual stuff.
But when she says, hey, I got your money, gets you out there. Like I said, it sounds like a power play.
It's my money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, who's not going to be like, I mean, I got bills to pay too.
Mm-hmm.
I got kids to feed too.
Sounds like, yeah, she's not a wise investment in terms of
and that's why I
giving somebody your money.
You seen my idea, my, you know what I'm saying? Like, I make sure that my kids can eat. You know, at least that. You know, and whatever else I can do, I try to do. But everything was lining up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I most likely can get my job back. Now, I don't know, man. I'm hurt, man.